You're listening to the PAC Podcast. Be sure to give us a like and follow, and hope you enjoy the episode. We the PAC, this our part, I bet you like that. We them boys putting rugby back on the map. All the scrams gotta go, Rucker rivals let them know. Thank you, Tony, and good after morning, ladies and Tonys. You're listening to the PAC Podcast, powered by the PAC Athletic Club. If this is the first time joining us, we are a touring rugby club and reformed media platform for the players. We're the voice of the people, and we're simply here to make rugby great again, one meme at a time. My name is Sione, and joining me is our coach. I don't know if he's our coach for much longer, but he is the leader of our Nines PL team. Everyone's favourite for your Polipalangi, Laione Falini.
Yes, let's go. Let's actually go. And you tell the boys that I'm not the coach, mate. They will forfeit. We will not have anyone.
Okay, mate. We'll get into it later. But this episode is proudly brought to you by Skyscanner. Next time you're looking to book your flights, accommodation, or car rental, hit the link in the description or the link in our Instagram bio and follow the Skyscanner link for the best competitive prices. Now, let's kick off, Lionel, with your thank you Tonys of the week.
I've got a million of them, mate. But first of all, thank you Tonys go to the boys. The boys have come through and played at the Nines. Massive shout out to them. It was awesome. I mean, there was a couple of risque phone calls from the coaches on the way down for a couple of the players. But you know what they thought? They thought, I'm playing for PAC. This is the fucking best. Yeah. So, mate, I appreciate all the boys so much for coming and having a jam with us. I think from all accounts, they enjoyed it, and I think they get the BaaBaas, the PAC BaaBaas sort of way now. So, and a couple of them even thinking about coming to Union. So, we're doing one of it. But you know what? I thought it was awesome. The organisers for the Nines, so Ant and the team, met his brother. Sorry, mate, your name. I forgot your name. Jeremy Lattimore, he was fucking hilarious. Yeah. Mate, James Maloney was fucking funny. Mate, it was all the organisers for the, I don't think James Maloney organised it, but, like Ant and all his team, whoever organised that tournament was just unbelievable. I mean, probably the best tournament I've been to in Australia. Yeah. I mean, Aqua Rugby was good, but we're on the piss the whole time. But like as an actual tournament, the way it was run, the quality of player and teams that were there, the way it was organised, everything was smooth, on time. There was a few injuries and still, nothing really blew out. It's awesome. Yeah. Unreal tournament. We'll definitely be back again and hopefully work with the boys a bit more and come up with some cool ideas or whatever. But yeah, the organisers. Next one, the supporters who said hello. Look, I didn't think we had that many people that liked us, but mate, to be honest with you, fucking that was really cool. Just dudes like Andrew Fafita and all like the ex, Big Tony Milford.
Big Tony.
Saying they're fucking good, like they're fans of ours and all that sort of stuff was unreal.
Even if they made it up, but
thank you. Yourself moment. Hey?
Even if they made it up, I'm a big fan. I'm like, oh, you probably made it up, but thank you.
Yeah, it's all good. You can make it up, but I like it and I appreciate it. But everyone else who said hello and thank you very much. It was awesome.
Did you go home and then tell your miss something like?
Yeah.
Do you realise who I am?
You're literally in bed with a celebrity. Plus size, very niche, but a celebrity nonetheless. And then, like, the next shout out goes to the next thank you, Tony, is the standard of rugby.
Yeah.
Look, I eat in a hat, mate. We probably need to train. Yeah. We'll get to that in the scrams, but the standard of actual play was fucking epic, man. Yeah. Seeing some of those old dudes jam too and have a jam and still got it, and then just the mighty dogs who won it, shout out to them. Yeah. They were quality And didn't we feel the wrath in the first game? But to be honest, we scored some fucking good tries, and then we bombed a couple. So virtually, we probably come the closest technically.
We came second.
Sure the whole thing. Anyway, next one's women's sevens who won the last leg. Congratulations! How fucking cool is that? And not only that, we didn't have our key strike weapon, Maddie Levi. And the girls stood up and they didn't give a fuck. Oh, and Faith Nathan, she out too. And these young girls that have come in, I'm really sorry, I can't remember who it was.
Heidi Dennis,
yeah. I didn't want to say that just in case I got wrong, but yeah, Heidi Dennis, mate. Wow, like fucking hell, how cool is that?
Yeah.
The future's looking bright, especially because Maddie and all that aren't too old either. So, mate, how cool is that? That was awesome. The men's debuting some young talent over in the sevens too, the Perth Sevens. A couple of those boys carved up. So, I should say a couple of them. The boys carved up at the new debuting players. They played well as well. Yeah. So that's also awesome and promising. What I was saying before about being able to change the minds of some leagueies, just to see there's more out there. So I'm not saying we're going to try and poach everyone, but it'd be good to. I sort of want to work in this space. I don't know. I haven't really talked to you about it, but if we can get into a bit of a hybrid space, we're doing this nines tournament once a year with some union players, and then do a union tournament at the end of the year with some league players.
Yeah.
And just sort of work in that sort of space, bit of banter. Who's better at what? Just spice it up a bit, and once again make rugby great again. France Six Nations starting team versus Wales. Rest in peace, Wales. Holy dooly. How do you say bye in au revoir, is it?
Yeah, au revoir.
Sorry, Buzz. The poor Dragons are going to get slayed when they play this team, unfortunately. But I love the Welsh, but fuck, mate, you have got a long night ahead of you. Next minute, you, Mono, Chris Setu, the management, everyone who's managing our team. Look, I still had to fill the water bottles up, but sometimes you got to do the shitters to get through the day. But appreciate your guys' help, and mate, I tell you what, Mono's cardiovascular system would have been tired by the end of the weekend. So I appreciate you, mate. Trying to hold it in during the live streams, it's all. It was awesome. No, but some of the footage so far has been awesome. I'm sure there's going to be more and more that comes out. The joint collective?
The joint collective.
The joint collective of physios. I kept the boys going all weekend. I still think we've still got a full bottle of lube, but they didn't use that for the massaging. But we got a laugh out of it anyway.
Yeah.
But no, the boys really appreciated it, and they fucking nailed it. Good strapping, good massages and all that sort of stuff. And then last and not least, the sponsors of the weekend who made it happen. Sorry that I couldn't come up and drink too much piss beer, but I was just sort of frazzled and just really wanting to make sure run smoothly in that. But yeah, appreciate your guys' time, and they could both come out and had a good time apparently. So hopefully that's a bit of an ongoing partnership. Hand emoji. Yeah, so that's about it for me, man.
Nice, mate. That's you covered some of mine, but that was very good. I'll start off with before I forget. Make rugby great again. And you mentioned the Aussie Sevens. Queen Bee, Charlotte Caslick, her post last night, she was wearing, although it was a stolen hat from one of the guys over in Perth. It was great to see it on her head, and she posted it, and we're getting some sales through, some more sales. This is probably our best seller already to date, but yeah, everyone's keen to make rugby great again. So shout out to the Queen Bee.
Just on that, in the comments, shut up. Yeah. It's not a MAGA hat. It's not fucking a Trump hat. It's just a piss take, a bit of satire, a bit of fun. Make rugby great again. It's funny. Yeah. Just chill out. You know what I mean?
Rugby's already great. Okay, Carl, calm down.
That's actually a funny idea. Just give us a fucking, I don't know, fire emoji, whatever. Just shut up. Don't talk shit,
Yeah, what Ryan said. And then you already thanked the organisers, and I got to thank Anne again. I had a fair few coffees with him the last probably year or so. He just wanted to make sure that we were going to turn up, and we turned up, and mate, thanks to you, mate. The boys actually turned up. I had second thoughts because there's a few Tonys in our team, and you're like, yeah, they're just going to drive in and show up. And I'm like, you're putting a lot of trust into these boys that we've never met, and they all turned up and mostly on time.
Next generator, baby.
Yeah.
They're a bit more, they're not your generator. They're not my generator. They're new, mate. So they've got a bit more.
And they turned up on time, and it was just good to see all the boys, a mix of union and rugby league coming together. Best friends. I know, one of the leagueies probably took over the captaincy, unofficial captaincy, but it was good to see the boys just get around each other and for the better of rugby, both rugbies. Yeah.
I didn't get invited to one coffee, by the way, with Ant.
Oh, because you got a real job, mate. You can't go, mate. You can't duck out.
I can. Maybe I can.
To Ascot for...
you never asked.
Oh, okay, mate. Yeah. But yeah, well, next time we'll make sure that you're there. I already thanked you, but we'll thank you again, mate. I was, throughout the whole weekend, I'm like, I can't believe you pulled it off, mate. I can't believe you put off the sponsors. I can't believe you put off the team. And the team actually gun players, especially some of the leagueies. And you mentioned that some of them are keen to come and give sevens a try. And yeah, there's one certain guy, Chris Humphreys, that I think Aussie Sevens should definitely take a look at. And with that program that you're looking to set up, it would be great to see a PAC BaaBaas playing against in the Aussie Sevens season. So big things coming. And we also need sponsors for it. So yeah, if you're keen to sponsor, get in contact. Smart.
Absolutely.
And then, former NRL players, you already said it, and it's probably leading to scrams, but the jersey I'm wearing, RLPA, Rugby League Players Association, I got a tap on the shoulder when I was just sitting down watching a few of the games after we got knocked out, and he goes, oh, here, mate, you want a jersey? And my autism got a bit tizzing me because I didn't really reply for another 5 seconds because I was just looking around because I thought he wanted a PAC jersey to swap, but I didn't convey what was going through my head. So he got a bit awkward and he's like, oh, if you don't want it, I'll just give it to someone else. And I was like, oh, no, I'll just, and then I still didn't say it. So he probably thought I didn't really want the jersey. And then I looked up and it was Clint Newton, NRL great for and the boss of RLPA. So I thought he just gave me the jersey because he's a big fan of the PAC. He didn't say it. Because throughout the weekend we're getting approached by a lot of former NRL players. He didn't say he was a big fan. Gave me the jersey. I'm like, looked at one of them like, one of my fans, mate. And then I had a look at the jersey, look at the sizing, and I think looked around, and there was nobody Tony size, so 6XL. There was nobody else around that was my size. A little bit too small for Monel, so I think he probably wasn't a fan. Had no idea who I was. Just saw I had some broad shoulders on my chassis. So thanks RLPA and the Rugby League. I don't think it went our way. I think I was more thinking trying to get all the leagueies over to rugby union, whereas now I'm kind of back on the rugby league fan. I grew up rugby league. I'm kind of back, and I'm keen to go to some Q Cup games, get around our boys, our South Logan and Wynnum boys. So I'm a little bit of a scrams. Franny, you want to get into your scrams of the week?
No, don't say that. We're hybrid.
Hybrid, yeah, hybrid.
We're a hybrid, so we're in a space now where, because we've always loved league, we don't
fingers in both pies, sort of
stir a bit of a controversy over the socials, a bit of clickbait. But we see, I love the Broncos, always have. I
used to love the Broncos.
Who knows, mate? You just change it like more than you change your muddy money. Anyway,
true.
Yeah, I'll go through my scrams. Me is the first scram. Look, I went into the weekend thinking, we're just going to raw dog it and win the whole thing. Yeah. Genuinely thought that too. Yeah. I thought no one can come near us, but sometimes you got to believe in your team like that. Yeah. So
in your defense,
I did.
And when you said didn't train, I was like, I'll have a look at a bit of the video from last year. Had a few look at some of the games. I'm like, oh yeah, this is easy. Union is way better. And then we got a shock.
Yeah, and so a bit of a new respect for league too. Yeah. Obviously, I think where we struggled was just behind the ruck there, that middle defence. The Union boys just trying to get back that 10. But I think the boys got it by the end of the weekend. Yeah. and hey, I still reckon we fucking did well. But yeah, so on the scrams, I think next year all we're going to do is just go for a couple of run-throughs, nothing too serious.
Yeah.
And get a bit of a positioning
tactic
together. Yeah, he's a tactician, you know. Yeah. So that's about it. But yeah, next one, Sione. You're my second scrams, trying to run away from the interview. And just going, okay, guys, come over for an interview. And I look over and I see Sione trying to walk with the crowd away with his camera, pretending he's busy. And I was like, no. Say hi, come over here, mate. We're going to get interviewed. And you're like, me. And I was like, yeah, you dumb, come on. And
hey, don't go be dumb.
You come over for the interview, and I was trying to make you stutter and get all weird. But mate, you pulled it off. Jess even said you did really well, and that you weren't stuttering this time. Your autism didn't flare. So
yeah,
proud of you, man.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I was answering the question before you even asked the question. So if it was a different question, I would have had to say answer to whatever I already had in my head. So I didn't really hear what he said. As soon as he was putting it to me, I was like, "Yeah, the boys really came together. It's good to see." Just finding out, no idea about. So yeah, heart rate would have been through the roof.
Mate, I was calm. I think I've got it. If you're listening, if you need, is there any radio host jobs? If there's anything out there, I'm your man. You know, I could do some good accents and shit. So get me on.
Yeah, Rugby Heads is looking for
Oh, okay. My third scrams. Anyone hating on us during the weekend? So I was getting a few comments. Can you defend this or that? Do you have cartilage in your knees, specifically for you, Sam Burdak? You know, like, what can you defend? Nah, but seriously, fuck you if you hated on us during the weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eat my ass. Anyway.
Respectfully.
And my last scrams goes to our boy, Drink Dog, Jay, over in France. Whoever booked his end-of-year trip to Kenya.
just for context, where have they been the last few ones?
What'd you say?
Just for context, where have they gone for their last end of year?
I think last year they did a rugby clinic over in Colombia.
They did Ibiza one year.
Mate, Kenya, like, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm going to do some googling after this and just see if there's even a tourist attraction there, like. Or are they I don't know what they're doing. Are they panning for diamonds? I don't know what's going on.
Well, that's like, Sierra Leone of it.
No, but what is there to do there? Like, okay, I'll eat my hat too when I go on Google. Hopefully there's some really cool tourist attractions. But, mate, I'm pretty scared, man. I'm pretty scared Jake's just going to go to the shops to get a bloody chocky milk, and before you know it, he just hear this 2-pack blaring down the street, and then, the RUF is funny for the people! And then, mate, Big Jay's... He's not fast, man. He ain't fast, right? He's got the different twitch fibers as the Africans, man. So Jay's
slow
like, he'll be running this fast while these fucking Africans jump off the back and kidnap him. I mean, there's going to be 20 of them to try and lift him into the back of the Hilux. But, man, I'm worried for him.
But myself, I am the scrams. I got a little bit too excited. A lot of former NRL players kept coming up saying, you know, love your work, guys, rah, rah, rah. And then I thought I'd go test it. I saw Israel Folau just over 2 tents away, and I looked over and I'm like, let's go see if he's a PAC fan. And, you know, I thought it was, because, you know, he's always viewing our stories. I see it. He's always, every now and then, he's liking our stories. So I thought I'd just walk over and walk past and then do the old, if he pulls me up, then be like, oh, hey, like I didn't see her. So yeah, I walked past and I kept walking. So I had to pretend I was going to the toilet. But yeah, he didn't stop me at all, both ways. Even on the way back, he didn't stop me. So yeah, Israel Folau, if you're watching this, mate, I'm a big fan, mate. I'm a big fan. So yeah, it didn't work. I'm the scrabs, and yeah, there's a limit. There's a limit to the fame. I noticed there's a limit to the fame.
Respectfully, there was a lot of large Tonys there.
Yeah,
so you might have just blended in, bro. You might have just looked like the rest of them.
He probably didn't see me.
That's not being racist. That's just, you know, like you, Mono, same thing. You know, he would have thought maybe it was Mono. Yeah. I don't know. So don't take it personally, bro, because I was speaking to his brother and shit. So we're just talking about, you know, whatever. But
yeah,
you know, like, he saw me. But like you, I think maybe you might have just blended in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Okay, mate. I see what happened there, mate. But yeah, thanks for that. And scrams of the week. Another one was Mono's breathing. You already brought it up a little bit. So we trialed our live shows, similar to live streaming is the next big thing, or it's already big at the moment. Kaisenat, I show speed. So I thought we'd use that live streaming to show our behind the scenes, us getting ready in the warm up, and then the bench, the reaction during the game, coach's reaction during the game. And I had my cousin Mono, if you would have seen on YouTube, he did the intro, our first little snippet, and he's a big Tony. He's a very big Tony, and and credit to all the people that let him know as well. Johnny notably led the charge on the live stream comments, and then everyone else felt comfortable to also roast Mono and his breathing. And then Mono told me, and I went back to have a look, and he's like pretty much the whole first two streams, and then Mono when Mono finally read, he's like, oh, okay, I'll do it for the last one. And then after the last game on the first day, I asked Mono, oh, how was it? I'm like, I think I'm a little bit lightheaded. I'm like, what do you mean, mate? I was holding my breath during the live stream, so they wouldn't hear my breathing. So maybe it's a thank you, Tony's and a scrams. So thank you, Mono, for putting in the shift and holding your breath for the team. Playing a bit of Marco Polo, mate, so they don't know that you're there, mate. So yeah, after a while he's like, and then I went like that to make it.
I thought Mono did a good job, man.
Yeah,
his debut. He did a good job. I wouldn't say he's the quickest at giving everyone their jersey and filling up the water bottles, but mate, at the end of the day, he's still an extra helping hand, and really appreciate it, mate.
Yeah, I appreciate you, mate. Especially water bottles. Shout
out to your milk crate too.
He bought that too. You said camping chairs, bring chairs, and he bought his milk crate all the way from home. So yeah, thank you, Mono, and thank you to Canberra Milk, sponsor of Mono's chair. One I forgot. Thank you, Tony, and also I forgot it. Anyways, pack update, quick little pack update. Proudly brought to you by First Line Engineering, our platinum sponsors for the Nines Premier League last weekend. First coaching review. I feel like we've already done the coaching review in this. Thank you, Tony and Scrams. And now I think we'll do an overall debrief. What did we do well?
I thought there was particularly two games where we played the exact style that I envisioned, especially day two semi-final. Quarterfinal. Yeah. First up in the morning against ACTV, we played the brand of footy that was the best game to watch. Like, I thought we scored some epic tries. It was just that mixture between league and union. I just thought that was really good. Second, like the semi-final, we just didn't get it. We just didn't start well, and we're sort of on the back foot from there. So yeah, but the boys still did really well, I thought, and I mean those boys, full blown, a league team. BRL boys are decent. So we're still in it, but we just sort of like let the score. We didn't score before half, which sort of affected us, and then second half we just let a couple in, and it just didn't get any better. But yeah, I thought over the weekend we played a really good style of footy at times. We scored some really, really good tries, even in the ones we lost. But yeah, overall, I think complete success, considering we didn't train, considering half the team at least were union, and it was more than half the team actually. But you see the union boys I found the union boys, like particularly our forwards, you could see the skill difference of the tip on and shit like that. I thought we looked really good when we did that. And yeah, just mate, I thought it was a complete success. Like, even knowing we didn't win it, we still did really, really well, considering. And I think next year it's just going to be even better. Still do the same thing, still half union, half league, but I think that where we need to shore up is just that middle. So maybe a couple more league forwards instead of union forwards. Yeah. And maybe a couple of dummy halves and I don't think we had a hooker in our team, did we?
Yeah, but Cal, upon like watching the games, Cal did well darting out, but it was just trying to get that connection with someone going up with him to get those short lines in behind, just like the pros were actually doing. I think Reborn did it well. They're trucking up their first 2 sets. But things we need to improve on. I'll start with it was that probably not the Union boys' fault, but we didn't sort of remind them, or we thought that it would just be easy to get. But when you're playing Union, you're releasing the ball straight away. And when we say offload the ball, it's usually we go down and then we pop the ball up, which happened a few times and we got penalised. I know Rian got penalised for it a few times as well, watching his game. So it was just that sort of trying to click into rugby league mode where you offload before you hit the ground. And then also just some of the rules, like even tackling. Matty G put on some decent hits, but it was just that you got to stay connected, whereas in Union, we got to release, get off and pop up, which he did a few times in some of his big hits where you got to be like Kobe. Like every time he hits, you got to stay down, get your head in close and slow him down a bit, and then you try and get up there. So it was just probably those things that we could do next year, just to make sure we teach the league boys. Already did it; they do it pretty much every training session. But it's just reminding the Union boys, and also some of the rules I also forgot as well. Like when you kick and it bounces and then goes out, I was somewhat thought get ready for the line out, and then remember it's the kick. The kicking team gets it if it bounces in. Yeah,
there's some those little rules, hey, and especially like the tapping. What was it? One of the boys sort of got tackled, like didn't knock the ball on, but it sort of got released, and he tapped it and then caught it again, and then they said that was a knock on or something. I was like, it's just. So there's just a couple of those rules. What I did appreciate though is that they let a lot go. I remember speaking to Andy, he goes, mate, just rep it like Origin, just let a lot go. And fucking
they let a lot
go.
Yeah.
I'm surprised a few people got heads after the weekend. But that's good, I guess. Like that's a bit old school and good. Like it was a good weekend. Like
but maybe cool. Not our game, but one of the games they needed to bring the level maybe a little bit, not like Kuri knockout Origin, but because one guy was just full on jumping and then he like didn't get carded, just got pinned, and then the next tackle off the tap, he did the same thing again, just jumped up, tried to take old mate's head off. Maybe
I love it.
Okay, maybe we'll be ready for it next time. All in, you already said it was one of the best Aussie comps. I also agree, and like even like after we got knocked out, or every team got it, give you a bit of time and then meet in the VIP area, get drinks tokens and food tokens and stuff. I think everything was is well done and well thought after, even down to the championship tees when they win the champ. Like that's cool. That's something that we want to try and get to. Even the goggles, we want to be in that. We want to be that for a whole year, and then so that's probably better than actual trophies. Those photos of getting championship tees. So make sure you make some 6XL tees for the staff as well, Matt, because we'll be joining into that, and maybe some double-sided goggles for Hamono as well, and and then down to 3-2-1s.
Okay, well, this is a hard one, man. I'll start at 1. I reckon Matty Jekyll. He he'd be gunning league too. He was just everywhere. Too. He was just work rate, just fucking everywhere, man. I knew exactly that he was going to be like that. 2, Chris Humphreys. I thought on the weekend he was class, man. Like he's just got that, I love people who've got speed and know what to do with it. He was one of those guys. But I can't shy away from number 3, our spiritual captain and leading from the front, big Kobe Terraro. Fuck me, bro! What an engine on the lad.
Big fan.
He was incredible. Like, and his chat was good. He was just fucking everywhere, man, and he just ripped into. He was just hard as nails, man. I'd love to see him be number 8 in Union, to be honest. I'd love to see him get to come over to like a Hong Kong 10s or something. I think he would just fucking kill it. I don't think he will though because of league. But man, he was gun, bro. He was fucking unreal. And be a special shout out to our captain, Shawnee. I thought he had a captain's knock too, man. He was unreal. He might have felt a bit hard done by starting off the bench, but mate, impact, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Good banter, exactly what I wanted in a captain. Just fucking hilarious, man. He's such a good lad.
His ankle's broken.
Loves telling everyone how he played Reds. But yeah, shout out to you, Shawnee, mate. You fucking killed it. Shout out to all the boys, man. I'm fucking pumped. You all get 3 actually as well, but Kobe gets it. Yeah. But you also all get it.
Yeah, Shawnee. I don't know if I made this up or not, or I heard it in my dreams, but yeah, it was just weird hearing Shawnee like, how many caps has everyone else played for the Reds? And they looked around, is it just me? True. But yeah, all the boys were class, but my one would go to Palmer. Watching the replay,
forgot about
a lot of he would have been gun in the centres in actual rugby league. The way it reminded me of what was it? Who's the team? Gasnier and who was his partner?
Sonny Billman, I reckon. Mitch.
St. George. There was those Gasnier and the other guy.
The chicks loved him.
Yeah, chicks loved him. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, just that little skip outside and then try and set up your winger. It was great to watch. And then 2, I'll get to Kobe. Big fan of his work rate as well. For a big fella, even got a kick on him. Even though we said no more kicks from forwards.
Mate, he's got a kicking ban next year, mate. He's got a fucking kicking ban. If I see him kick it, he's gonna walk the line, mate. Fuck, man.
Hey, but yeah, coach, express yourself, mate. Yeah, even though there was a kicking ban on forwards,
I did say that.
Yeah. So Kobe, he's got my number 2, and hopefully he does push on to NRL after this, this little experience he did with the Nines, mate. So Kobe, and then number 1, Chris Humphries, and maybe I should have been a scrams as well, because before I met everyone on the day, I did the team list, and I looked up on the internet for everyone's photos, and I'm like, fuck, we got some ugly carrots in our team. And then everyone rocked up, and I'm like, damn, the internet didn't do these boys justice, because we got some good looking roosters, including Chris Humphries, and he was my MVP. Highlights reel, I will drop his highlights reel soon, or probably even tonight. So big fan of Chris Humphries, and hopefully he does come over to Aussie and give Union and give Aussie Sevens a crack. So let us know if you're 3-2-1s in the comments.
Palmer?
Yeah, he's still got it.
I fucking forgot about Palmer. What an idiot. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Mate, he was, mate, for how old he is, what is he, 33? Yeah, mate, he was class. He was fucking class, man. Shit, man. He's still got some rugby left in him too.
Yeah. Yeah, the Hong Kong selection committee was asking me for my input on, who to ask, and Palmer was right up there. So hopefully he comes with us to Hong Kong. If not, everyone in the selection committee sacked. So yeah, let's get it right this year. And then any more from the Nines before we go back to full rugby union?
No, mate. No, but appreciate it, boys. Love yous all. You all put in a shift. Big Matty Canham, eyes up. Like, shout out to you too, buddy. You fucking carved up. Even if people didn't want to give you exchange your card with your sideline, I still love you, mate. He's like, guys. I was like, maybe the next one, Matty.
I didn't see that, but that's good. It was funny. That's good banter. That's good banter.
Man, it was such a funny guy. Mate, I just want to do it again. What a great weekend.
But I reckon, we definitely stay down next time, like a proper overseas tour. Get the boys together and test our curfew that we put in. So yeah, it'll be a bit of fun. It was full credit to the boys. I still can't believe everyone turned up, even though some people had their watches to New South Wales time, daylight savings. You still turned up.
Oh, true.
I'm grateful.
Right.
So yeah, full credit to Ryan, mate. It's all because of this guy. You got it over the line. So thank you, Tony's. All right.
Yeah, the boys.
Speaking of Tony, we got our Dear Tony of the Week, proudly brought to you by Cheeky Biltong. It comes in 3 different flavours, and if you're looking for a healthy way to get your proteins in, then look no further than cheekysnacking.com. All right, one entry. Dear Tony, I've been with my girl for over 4 years, and the new team in the women's team at my rugby club has been flirting with me both in real life and online. Is it worth the upgrade, or should I stick to my iPhone 4 and remain loyal? Is the grass greener, or is it scrams pastures? Okay.
I'll let you answer first, Tony.
Young ting. Sometimes the grass isn't greener. And every now and then, you get a bit pissed off with your iOS update, and you wish you still had, the iPhone 4 that treated you right, never did anything wrong. So I think you need to pull back, mate. Just pull back and have a look, and appreciate your iPhone 4. Appreciate your iPhone 4, and then think about it, mate. It's not always greener, and the younger ting is not always greener. So, yeah, it sounds like you're just in a sort of, when you get a bit of interest from someone younger and he adds a bit of, more clicks on their rating out of 10.
You can always take the new phone back, mate.
Try before you buy. Just keep the receipt, mate.
Just keep the receipt, mate. Take it back. Just a joke, don't want it. Oh, I forgot.
I still got my phone for the whole time. Respectfully, yeah. So if you got some, you need some help with your problems, and you need some unhelpful advice from your uncles, make sure you send them in via the link down below. Thank you for that, Tony. Listeners' questions, we got a bunch here from Keefe. Do you think the combined Australia-New Zealand versus Lions team should be a split evenly, or can we expect the All Blacks featuring Fraser McReight? Do you think anyone other than Fraser McReight will make that Australian Wallabies?
Yeah, Angus Bell for sure. Nella will easily be there somewhere, whether it's on the bench or I reckon
the new guy that came over. What's his name from League?
Who? Oh yeah,
our pin-up boy. Yeah, Joseph.
Joseph will be there somewhere. I reckon second rowers, who have we got? Yeah, I reckon Fraser. I reckon Rob Valentini. I reckon Harry. I'd love to see Harry there, but I think the quality of the All Blacks back row at the moment, probably would only see Valentini and McWright. I reckon Tate could have a gig off the bench.
True.
Because I reckon it'll be Roygaard. I reckon he's better than Ratima. I reckon at 10 you've got, maybe not. Len Ikitau could do a bench spot. Joseph Suoli'i, and that's probably about it. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that's a lot more than most people would probably expect, but I think that's about right. And
that's no offense to our boys, but I just think
because All Blacks are bloody class.
Like if I'm being real, that's just like boom. I reckon that's our best chances of getting in.
Yeah. And then next question: since the Rebels are nowhere, should the Rebels game be swapped out with a Pacific Nations Tony team?
Ooh. Wow.
Pacific Nations team to play that Rebels game.
Imagine the resurgence of the Pacific Islands team. That was sick.
Yeah. I don't know if the Melbourne crowd would suit it though.
Oh, it's in Melbourne.
Yeah. Because they got to replace the Rebels with that game because people already bought tickets to that game. They're just going to have to replace the Rebels. Do you reckon maybe a Burn City sort of team, like players that have spent time in Melbourne or grew up in Melbourne?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They've had their chance, mate. They're gone. They're in the history books, mate.
PAC BaaBaas, just put us in, mate.
Hey?
Just put us in. We'll pick team from the leftover Super Rugby players.
No, but I reckon a Pacific Island team, man.
Yeah?
PAC BaaBaas Pacific. I don't know. They probably wouldn't release him for us, but like maybe, I reckon just the resurgence of the Pacific Islands team. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be actually pretty cool.
Imagine that.
Wearing that old school jersey.
Being able to select Fiji, Tonga, Samoa. I mean, Samoa, they don't even have an international team anymore, but that'd be good to see their good players play for Pacific Islands.
Yeah. And that's all our questions for this week. Make sure you get your questions in for next week. Guys, thanks for listening, but shout out Frenny to end the pod.
Shout out to the boys again. Fucking love yous. Shout out to the Nines. Let's go.
Yeah, shout out to the Nines. Shout out to South Slogan and Wynnum.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, one more shout out. Shout out to the Reds. Let's go against the Bristol Bears, baby.
Yeah.
I've got a good feeling about this. I have a good feeling about this. How good is it? Touring rugby's back. They're taking
100%.
them over to England and playing a couple of games. I am fucking so pumped for that. That is sick. That is so fucking cool.
Yep. I'll get on the back of that. Let's go. I feel like it's going to be a blowout. I think the Reds are going to do a number on the Bristol Bears. And shout out to the Reds. We will be at pretty much all the Reds games this year, just shooting a bit of content. And then make sure you keep an eye out for Fantasy Rugby. We'll drop the details on Sunday. We will have a bit of a top league versus top league, and then Reggie's to the winner of the Reggie's to try and get promoted the next season. So keep an eye out for our fantasy and get around your Super Rugby club this weekend. Head to their Instagram for details of the trial matches this weekend. So head out and support your Super Rugby club. Frenny, thanks for calling in, and thanks again for Nines PL once again. And make sure you check out Rugby Heads. It's also dropped their first episode now, and Frenny will be transferring to Rugby Heads next week. So a bit of banter between Frenny and Nemani Nandola next week. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you, Tony. And have a good week. And
thank you.
Thank you.
Before you go, how many holes is the golf? 9 or 18?
18.